profitability at the end of the day. Now this is wonderful. It enables you to go through and to learn about your system and to get a good feel of the market. But sometimes where you have very specific entry signals and specific exit signals, you can just test the whole market in one go and find the results and to find out how successful that strategy would be. So let's just do that. We call that in Market Analyst our system tester. So again, we'll go to the New button and we'll select System Test from the menu. And again, we'll use BHP. So we'll bring that up here. And this looks very similar to the Scanning Manager because in fact it is. If you remember, our Scanning Manager allowed us to select criteria and then look for stocks that match that criteria. Well, what the System Tester does is to take that same principle, take the criteria that you're searching for and set that as your entry signal and also set a criteria as your exit signal. And that way you can test that if you were to buy on the signal and sell on that signal, what would your profitability have been over the course of this individual stock, BHP in this case. So we'll go to the New menu and let's just say BHP Moving Average Scan. What type of scan is it? Is it long, is it short, or is it long and short if you were doing currencies or futures? In our case, we're just going to stick to a long trade here. Entry and exit price. When are you entering? Are you entering on the day of the signal? So if I got the signal today, because I'm analysing yesterday's data, am I going to be buying today or am I buying on the close of yesterday? On most cases, it really would be on the open of the following day. It really depends on how quickly you analyse the data and whether you can get into the market on that day. The amount invested. Let's just say that we're going to invest $10,000 and we have this option here, reinvest profits. Are we going to reinvest the profits that we're making in this simulation, or are we going to be just extracting the profits as income? So we'll select that we're going to reinvest it. And the last final there, close all positions after the last day, meaning that once we've finished our simulation, we close out and calculate all the profits up until that point. At the bottom of this chart, you can see that there's some specifics for futures or currencies. If you're trading on any leveraged contracts, etc., you can enter in the price per contract, the price per point, and the minimum point movement. You can enter all of those in and they are all considered in the calculations of this system test. Alright, let's go next, and here's where we can enter in our criteria. So what we'll do is we'll just add a simple 525 crossover scan. We'll add that in and we'll add an extra scan to this. And we'll add in a trading scan, and what we'll do is we'll select 150 days. Trading above. Now what this means is that we want to only enter when BHP is above a very long-term moving average, 150 period moving average. It's just a way that we can filter out some of the price actions and not enter in when it's on a downward trend. Alright, now we've done our enter scans, we now need to do our exit scans. So again, let's just add our 5 and 25 period moving average, scan that, but this time of course we want when our fast is crossing below the slow moving average, so we'll change that. And what we can also do is in these system tests is add stop loss indicators as well. So if we go to add and come down to value, we've got our profit target, which is a way of exiting. We can specify a target which says once we get X amount of profit, we want to exit our trade. So you can set those up, but what I'm going to do is do a point or percent stop loss. And we'll select that. And I'm going to change from points to percentage and set it to 5%. So if my position starts losing 5%, I'm out of the market. I'm not going to stay in any further than that. Now, dynamic and static. Static means that it's based on your entry point. Dynamic means that it's following the chart. So as the price is going up, the stop loss, your 5% stop loss, is following along behind and enables you to lock in more profits on that trade. All right, so what we'll do now is hit next on that and hit finish to execute our system test. So it's building the system test, running through all the history of BHP, and you can see that very quickly now we've come up with a summary of how well our test has worked in this scenario. So you can see there we've got 97 trades, 44 wins, 53 losses, but still with a original investment of $10,000, we've come out with a $36,000 profit, giving a 360% profit. So you can see there, again, a breakup of what were the profitable trades, what were the losing trades, and the way we were able to limit our losses. Now, the beauty about the system tester is that you're able then to make some fine-tuning and just to see how would this system have run if maybe I didn't have that limitation on the trading above the 150 moving average. So let's just go into